Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, man. It is game day. Not really. It's preseason action a little bit. Dallas Cowboys been in training camp for the last couple of weeks, and time is going by fast. I'm excited because football season is coming up. We're here technically. Preseason game today against the Rams. I think it's like 4 o'clock-ish, 4:30, depending on where you're at, right? I'm on the eastern seaboard, so yeah. It's funny because there's certain part of the fan base that don't like to watch preseason games. They like, you know what, I'll wait for the regular season, boom. I like football regardless, so I'm going to watch it. I watch other teams in preseason, too, to see how their players do, too. I think I watched the Patriots game the other day, and I missed the Eagles, but I think the Browns played, too. And, we played Browns week 1, so you want to see, a little bit of what you're getting from your competitors. I know that a lot of teams are just, doing shells of their offense, and they're not really showing much of what they're going to be doing for the season, which makes sense. But you still get a gauge of what players that, you're like, oh, that might be a standout guy. But I had to look out for them when we played them. But yeah, so we had to practice on Thursday with the Rams. There was a couple of scuffles going on there, as usual. I'm loving what I'm seeing with this linebacker core, with Maris Lewis-Fowl and Eric Kendricks. Now, Eric Kendricks is a grizzled veteran, but he knows Zimmer's scheme. That's the whole reason why he's here. There's people that say, "Oh, well, I don't know if he's gonna make it the whole season." I don't like to think negatively like that. Let's just think on the positive side. I know that we've been snake bitten because people like Tyron Smith didn't make it the whole season, but it'd be funny. I'm gonna watch him with the Jets. Now, if with the Jets he goes out there and plays the whole season, I'll be like, well, what is the Cowboys doing that they ain't doing, and vice versa? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening here? But nonetheless, I feel like football's back regardless. So I'm happy about that. Dak and CD still aren't signed yet, but we're waiting on that. I thought that they were going to be signed the first week of training camp. That's what I thought, because normally how this team does, they normally get their stuff done during training camp, but training camp's not exactly over yet. Like I said, we're about to hit that first preseason game today, and I'll be watching it a little bit just to see, what these young guys can do. Haven't heard a lot of good things from the tight end department. Guys aren't really stepping up, but we'll see. This preseason game will give us more of a parameter of what we're dealing with these guys. Trey Lance is more than likely going to get the start for the preseason game, so we get to see what Trey Lance has. Now, for those of you thinking that Trey Lance is great and good and all this stuff, he hasn't been. And, a lot of people have been trying to hype him up, but he's not. And a lot of it was because he didn't really get to do much in college, so he's very inexperienced. And that's more than likely why the 49ers allowed him to go. Now, with us, we're just looking to see what he can do. Now, how well or how not well he plays really depends on how the Cowboys get this thing started with Dak Prescott, because Dak is your starter. Understand that, whether you like it or not. Dak is a great quarterback, and I realize, and I think people need to understand that if we didn't have him, you think we go into the playoffs? Shit, no. The fact that we go to the playoffs damn near every year, and granted we don't make it, and I know the fan base is upset about that, but at least we make it to the playoffs. There's teams that don't even get to the playoffs. Look at the Lions. It took them 30 damn years to get to a playoff game. So, I'm just saying. I look at it like this. If you're going to be a fan of the team, be a fan of the team. But, like I said, what I'm looking for, I'm looking to see what Mozzie can do. I'm looking to see how this defense stops the run. I'm looking to see this linebacker core and how they're moving around. I know Micah may or may not play, but as we go forward, when Micah does play, I'm really looking forward to see how Zimmer moves him around as opposed to how Dan Quinn did not. And I think that when you're moving him around, it makes your team less susceptible. Because let's be honest with you, we've always had defenses that never disguise coverages. We are finally disguising coverages this year, guys. We are disguising our coverages, which means that we're tricking offenses. Not necessarily tricking them, but we're making them flustered at the line. Not only that, but doing that to Dak Prescott in practice. Dak Prescott ain't used to seeing disguised coverages from his own team. So that's helping him sharpen his skills too and even get better at understanding when teams are disguising coverages. That's a good thing. So shout out to Zimmer for that. But I will say this. I'm excited about this season, mainly because of the defense. We already know what the offense can do. This is the second year in the system. We just got to get Dak and CD signed. You get them signed, you wait till next year to sign Micah Parsons, and we Gucci. I know that there's a strain between the agents. The agents don't like the Cowboys organization, and Todd France and them, and Jerry and them don't like Todd France. So that's the biggest issue. It's the relationship with the teams and the agents. They're just it's bad blood there. And every time they come to the table, it's always going to be this chess match, and it's just like, come on. And it's just like, why do we always have to make a splash? Just do it. I don't need it to be a broad news article. Just do it. Just do it. Get it over with. And let's get back to football. Because that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one to sit here and say, I'm not going to tell another man what he deserves as far as his money and stuff like that. All of these football players deserve their money. Why? Because they're out there playing the sport. Let me see your ass out there playing the sport and getting hurt and getting injured. For those of you that never played football or any type of organized sport, understand injuries affect you for life. They affect you for life. Hell, I didn't even make it to the NFL, but even as much football as I played, I got arthritis in my left knee. Every time I walk up the stairs, you can hear it cracking, like I'm an old man, and I'm only 39. So, it is what it is. So, with that being said, understand, these players get injured, and they get knocked around every game. It's like a car accident every day. They do that for our enjoyment. So, who am I to say that a guy can't get his money? Get your money. Everybody get your money. Because I know if I was in the NFL, I'd be trying to get my money too. Now, me personally, I'm not the type of person, like, I would, if it's something that I know that affects the team, like, I would say to my agent, hey, I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm not trying to take this whole section of this pie. I know what I'm worth. Just give me what I'm worth, right? That's it. And keep it moving. Let's get back to football. Let's get back to taking care of what we need to take care of, and the rest of it work itself out. Period. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the preseason game. What are you looking for in the game? Whether it's seeing what Mozzie can do, Trey Lance, the defense in general. I know that, like I said, we're not showing everything. We're just showing shells of what we do right now because it's preseason, but it's to evaluate the young guys. Now, the Cowboys did trade Nahshon Wright to the Vikings, and they got Andrew Booth. I don't know much about Andrew Booth. I got to do some research. I know that he was a second-round pick, and Nahshon was a third-round, so the Cowboys have to eat his contract, which is a little more than what Nahshon's is. But just like last year with Kelvin Joseph and the Noah Iganagani trade, when you look at those guys, let's hope that this trade ends up being a better trade than the Kelvin Joseph and the Noah Iguodala, because we don't even have Noah Iguodala. Dan Quinn took him to the Washington Commanders, so he's over there with them. So with that being said, man, let me know what you guys think. Definitely looking forward to football. Football's back. It's just good to see these guys big body banging, hitting each other, and I'm just loving to see it. I love that Zeke is back on the team. He hasn't got a lot of snaps in training camp, mainly because they're trying to preserve him for the game. But I see a very elusive guy. I know that he's going to play better than what you guys think. He's definitely going to be that goal line slasher guy. We got him and Hunter Lipke, so there's no reason why we're not going to be good in the red zone this year. So let's just have fun, enjoy the game, and enjoy the Dallas Cowboys. If you're a real fan, you're going to be there regardless. So understand that. I don't know why we always got to bitch and complain. It is what it is. We know what we're dealing with. We know what we're dealing with the Joneses. You know what you're going to get with them. So what's the point of, there's no point in even complaining about it, because you know what you got with it. You chose to be a fan of Dallas Cowboys, that's what you deal with. Every team has their stuff. You just gotta roll with the punches. But like I said, let's enjoy it and get back to you after the game. Peace, love, and hair grease. Your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Peace out, y'all.